Hey there, everyone. This is Dr. Gwen from the Dr. Gwen International, Inc., and host of the iTunes show, The Dr. Gwen Show. Good Monday afternoon to you. I hope you had an amazing. In a moment, I'll be posting some things from my weekend highlights. Went out to Washington, D.C. I've lived here for almost 15 years, and there's some events still left to be seen. So I did take an opportunity to go out with a friend this weekend and to see some of the things at the museum. Then we met a march that was going on for miles and miles and miles. There were so many people, but it was all exciting. The weather was beautiful. Didn't get a parking ticket, though I drove. So those are all wonderful things to celebrate this afternoon here with you. And this afternoon, we're going to be actually talking about how to get more money on your job, in your career, or in your business. And I know this is a topic that is of high interest to everyone because everybody wants to make some money. Everybody wants to make more money. And there's really nothing wrong with making lots of money. Sometimes I think we put the focus on the making of the money instead of where the focus needs to be. And so in my live cast today, what I will be doing is sharing with you some places where I feel the focus needs to happen. But over the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about getting a career promotion and getting a job that you want. And last week, we looked at the interview process and we looked at some of the things that you need to answer as you are on the interview to ensure that you are favorable among the committee members. And this week, assuming that you have a job that you like and assuming that you have had the position, we're going to take this a little step further. And now that you have the job, what are you doing? Maybe you want to have a promotion, or maybe you want to step out to get another job that may highlight some more of your skills or give you more income, so to speak. So what do you do when you have to do that? Now, one great statement that I heard decades ago, and one that I have come to realize is that earning more income than you are used to is more about who you have to become in the process. So I'll say more about that a little later. So now you have the job and you want to get the promotion. What do you do? Now, in my positions over the years as a career person and an executive leader and leader in several organizations, what I notice is that there are certain characteristics that people have who get promoted. And they don't necessarily look smarter in any way, but they behave differently. And so I want to give you a couple of things that you will need to think about as you step out to get this job interview for your promotion or to secure more income in the position that you're at. First thing that you need to really do is to identify. You have to identify with that position that you want. Many times if we want a promotion, what we find ourselves doing is you're still going to do your job, your current job, and you're going to do it very well, but you don't want to be seen as in that capacity and being stuck there and not having any ability to perform at a higher level. In other words, you're going to act the part, you're going to dress the part, and you're going to work like you are a part of it. Show some leadership skills, show some initiative, get some ideas and share those ideas to advance a team or to advance your company or to advance your department or the organization, wherever you may find yourself. But you have to dress and act the part. You can't keep coming in jeans and t-shirt if you want to be an executive in the company. You really have to dress that part so that not just your coworkers see you differently, but your supervisors also see you differently. And there's one thing about coworkers that I notice. Every time someone within my organization gets promoted, there's always sometimes, not always, but sometimes, often enough to mention here, a little bit of jealousy that happens on the parts of coworkers. So my advice to avoiding that is try not to be buddy with your coworkers to the extent that you're so inseparable that once you get a promotion, you can't function in that job. Because if you have a promotion and you have to ask them to do something, it may become an issue. Not always, but it may become an issue. And suddenly they start seeing things that may not be there. They may start seeing you as acting differently or being one of them. It's amazing. When I was in the classroom as a teacher and I got promoted, I was doing the absolute same thing. And yet, to my shock and horror and my sheer disappointment, some of the folks saw me as one of them. That's the conversation they had, one of them. Now, who is one of them? I guess now I'm an administrator and a leader in the organization. And so, you know, they backed away a little bit, and that did hurt. But anyway, you want to make sure you dress the part and you want to act the part. The next thing is talk to your supervisor about your goals. Now, this also you have to be really careful about, because you don't want to rear your head above your supervisors. And you don't want your supervisor to feel threatened that you're coming after his or her position. But you talk to your supervisor about a desire to have another position above what you're having right now, or increased responsibility with increased income. For maybe you may still have the same title, or maybe your title may shift a little bit, but you will have a little more income coming in. So share the goals with your supervisor and ask them, what is it that you recommend that I do so that I can have this position? Take very careful notes. And then you know what you're going to do? You're going to go back and you're going to do exactly what they tell you to do. Make sure you ask for measures. What are the goals? What are the percentage increase that you want to see as a result of me performing these tasks? And go above and beyond and deliver. As I said, take careful notes. Write down dates, write down what happened, and write down the results that happened. Keep a running log of what you have been doing. It's really, really important. Keep up with your deadlines and your timelines. You don't want to miss those. Too often now in our world today, what I find is that too many people are completely out of integrity and lack commitment to the responsibilities they've taken on. Simply, they will take on a task and they will have a timeline, or they say, I'm going to deliver this by this date. They don't deliver, they don't follow through, they don't call as they said they would, and they haven't even given you a heads up that it wasn't going to happen. Now, you don't want to do that. We live in a perfect world, I believe, and we're all perfect people, I believe, because even in our imperfection, everything is just right. And what I am saying is this, that things will happen, however, that is outside of your control, that you may not be able to deliver according to a timeline that you've been given. That too is perfect. However, what's not good and not acceptable is to miss that timeline without notifying anyone that it's going to happen. You want to have an advanced conversation to say, here I have this timeline, this is what I'm working on, these are the goals that are yet to be achieved, and what I see happening is we're probably not going to make this timeline. However, this is the new timeline that I am seeing, and work vigorously to meet that timeline. You don't want to miss it, because if you miss it, then you will be losing credibility in the eyes of all of these people that you're talking with. So keep up with those timelines. Take careful notes. Keep notes about your progress, because that is important. You don't want to just shove it under the rug and hope you'll remember in the moment, because here's why you need to keep log of what's going on. There are evaluation periods that come up for every single one of us, whether we're in the executive positions or other positions. we get evaluated. Typically, our evaluation, if you're in a leadership position, is based on the results of the team that you are managing. So what I did is I kept a running log of everything that was accomplished, the exact measures of what was accomplished, and when it came close to evaluation time, I would create a summary of everything that happened that whole entire year, because people forget. If you forget your achievements, can you imagine someone else trying to remember everything that you've done? They may know that you're doing a good job, they may be satisfied with it, but the minute details they're not aware of. So you shoot off an email with all that summary of what you did, the dates, what happened, and the results to your supervisor before that evaluation period is due, so that that is fresh in his or her mind. And they can say, oh yes, he did or she did achieve quite a bit this year. My goodness, that is phenomenal. And so that will likely be in your favor. Now, depending on your organization, the way the positions work may be different. In certain organizations, there are regular positions that become open that you can apply for. And in other organizations, you can speak to your supervisor about up-leveling your income based upon your performance and the results that you're getting. That's a pay increase. But you can also ask for more leadership responsibilities, which would be a promotion in essence, along with the pay increase that comes with it. So if a position is what your organization has that becomes available, then watch for that position and ask for the support of your supervisor in doing this. And have your supervisor support you. And when you go off to your next interview within the organization, remember all those tips that we shared at the beginning of this particular session, parts 1, part 2 of this video session, the series, so that you can be successful in landing that position. So your supervisor will be more than happy to support you if you have displayed all of these. So that's the point of having that promotion in the business or the career that you want. Now, what I want to do is to turn our attention to talking about the business. And I'm going to show you a couple of diagrams which I've showed before on previous live casts. I don't know what this version of the Facebook Live does, whether it reverses the pictures or not. So we'll see once I put that picture up. But what I'm going to show you is a model. And this model here, oh yay, it shows the right way. It's the ACT Breakthrough Model of Success. And what I want to do is to bring it closer to the camera. Hopefully it is focusing. This is a model for high performance. The A is for awareness. The C is for creation. And the T for transformation. And all of that leads to the breakthrough performance. What you will notice on the inside is desire or passion, which means that you have to be very much passionate about what the work you want or the business you want to experience the level of success that you want. And here we have the commitment and the integrity, which is the piece where you have to stay in integrity with whatever you need to do. Now, what does the A for awareness mean? This is the principle, my friends, that undergirds every single breakthrough success performance, no matter if it's in your relationship, no matter if it's in your job, no matter if it's in your business or your weight loss, whatever it is, these principles stand. That A for awareness means that you need to take stock. Take stock of where you are. Who are you? There are certain identifiers we have of ourselves, which can at times be very limiting, self-limiting. And we have self-limiting thoughts and self-limiting beliefs, and we lock ourselves in a capsule of who we describe ourselves to be. We say, I am X, or I am Y, or I can't do that, or that is not me. And those conversations are, in essence, by virtue of themselves being self-limiting. So we have these self-limiting labels that we put on ourselves. And so we have to become aware and what I call present to who we really are. And who are we? We are this awesome self person, which I define self to be composed of two basic areas. There is that part of you, and then there is that part of you which has the will. Now your will doesn't allow you to achieve anything you want. It just doesn't work that way. We have the other side, which is the subconscious thought patterns that we have. But this conscious part of us, the self, is what I call the noticer. And it's that part of us that doesn't react. It is void of energy and matter. It doesn't react. It just is. That is who I'd like you to consider yourself to be. You are the noticer. So you are taking stock of every experience, every label, everything that's happening in your life, not just to sit down and take stock of it, but to do something with it. In the C part of our phase, the creation piece, now you want to become. And so now, noticing who you are, you have to make a determination of who you want to be. This is same for your business. This is the same for your career. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be that business owner who doubles your business income? And if you want to do that, there are some things that must be done in order to do that. The creation piece is where you create yourself and you recreate yourself. Here in this process, you're setting up all your plans, you're setting up all your goals and your strategies, and you're doing your active visualization to get to what you need to get to in your business. Remember I said, doubling your business income, increasing your income, getting a career promotion, all of that is not so much about the act of doing as it is the act of becoming. It's who you become that causes you to break the ceiling on your performance. So now you've got to actively decide who you want to become. And now you set your goals and your strategies in alignment with who you want to become. You're going to watch those self-thoughts. You're going to work on that psychology. You're going to work on those things, that self-limiting beliefs, and all of those things that come in your way to halt your progress and to hold you back from what you want to achieve. What you want to achieve is more about who you have to become to be it. Now, once you have all those goals and strategies in place, it's not all about visualization, unfortunately. What you need to do is to get into that transformation phase, which involves the action. Get into action. So you start acting around those things that you have laid up your strategies and goals for. And then there are some elements that come in place. That clarity set up with your goals and your vision. Then you have to make sure that you are acquiring any skill that may be missing for whatever you need. So if you want to double your business income and you're in sales, maybe you need some training on being a good salesperson or closing the deal. Or if you are a leader in an organization, maybe you need some training on collaborative skills so you can bring your team together to achieve whatever you need, okay? And so you acquire those skills that are needed to get you there. A huge part of this, which you will have seen in your awareness phase, is the environment. Noticing what's going on in the environment And in the creation space, setting the possibility to transform that. In your environment, that includes your body, your complete whole being. You're not a part of something that is fragmented. Excuse me. You are an entire whole being. And so you cannot expect to achieve a huge goal and overlook your whole physical body. The other part of the environment deals with your environment. Do you have clutter around, or is your space organized? Because there's research studies that show that you are less productive when there is clutter around. Are you taking rest for your body? Are you getting those rests, those breaks in the cycle? Are you surrounding yourself with the people who are supportive for you? And are you maintaining your psyche? Listen, I don't want to disappoint anyone, but I want to say this, that for me, I have achieved massive, massive success in my career. And I know what it takes to get there. And the minute I transformed that career to business, yes, I achieved really great results to start in my business. And then I realized that I had hit a ceiling. And you know what I realized? That my breakthrough came in my personal being, my transformation, my spiritual growth, my spiritual development, my spiritual enhancement. That came as a result, and my business transformed. And I was able to break the ceiling of whatever I was doing over those years just by transforming my spiritual outlay. When I say spiritual, I'm not talking about religion. I'm talking about you as an entire being. You are a spiritual being, and you will not succeed ignoring any part of your being. So you want to achieve massive success and breakthrough, then that's where you're at. Now, of course, dealing with those self-limiting beliefs and all those things that stop you are important factors. And that's where I come in. I help my clients to clear those beliefs right on the spot so they can feel empowered to step out and to achieve that huge goal, that doubling their business income and that getting the promotion that they've always wanted but they felt too scared to do. Now, I have a course that I am re-recording, and that course is based upon this APT model, which there's another part of the model here. See this? This is the quadrant model. And the breakthrough performer is where everybody wants to be, right there. Okay? Many people find themselves in the dreamer phase, right there. In that dreamer phase, they're envisioning everything, but they're really not producing anything, right? And then we have the overachiever and that person who is the unmotivated non-achiever. The overachiever is that person who is doing everything the right way, having great results, but they don't have a passion for what they're doing. So what happens? They burn out. They completely burn out. Okay? So I can help you get your situation in order. But right now what I want to do is to offer to 5 people only to join me in the beta course. As I said, I'm re-recording the course. It will be for a minimal amount. The course normally is sold for $397, but it will be a minuscule, probably $97 or less, that I will offer this beta version for 5 people. The course retails for $397. I'll probably offer it for $97 or a little less. And at the end of this course, I'm going to guarantee that you will be walking away, number one, having a great understanding of who you are and what you need to become to produce that double your income or promotion or get a love life, you know, anything you want to break through on. And you will be able to halt those fears and self-limiting beliefs immediately when they stop you. You will be able to set up your goals and your plans and write complete strategies on anything you want, so you wake up every single day knowing exactly what it is that you want to do. You will be able to set up your systems to help to support you so you stay on track and get the results that you want to get every single day instead of being distracted by several things during the day. You will get a program. It has a free bonus with the health benefits workout program, the health benefits, and then the whole principle of feng shui about organizing your space so that you can increase your income and get more. And then it's going to have this other piece about making more money. These are all free bonuses that I'm throwing in on here. And these bonuses came from a telesummit that I had earlier this year. So just for that amount of money, what I will be expecting from the 5 people who contact me first is feedback on the course. So you will help me to refine the course, so to speak, so that it can be the boom factor that it is intended to be, okay? So if you are interested in being one of the 5 beta testers for this course, please reach out to me at info@thedrgwen.com. And for those of you who are listening, I would like to offer you a free report on doubling your business income or getting a promotion. And I will put that link right above this video so that you can access it and you can actually go to that website and get it. And so, my friends, this is the end of our live cast, and I just want to make sure that I can find this website here. Maybe I could say it online so that if anybody is listening, they will be able to get to it. I think the report is passionstoearnings.com/coaching. passionstoearnings.com/coaching. And it's a free special report that gives you the 5 secrets to getting what you want. If you want to double the income in your business, if you want to get a career promotion, if you want to have love life, whatever it is, this is the report that's going to help you to get there. passionstoearnings.com/coaching. So if you go there, you will have access to it. And my friends, this has brought us to the end of our live cast for today. And I thank you so incredibly much for joining me. I wish you the utmost best for this week. Make it a very productive week. I would like for you to focus on your spirituality this week, okay? It's a spiritual world. We're a spiritual being. Connect with the divine and make your life the best possible life that you can have, regardless of what happens in your circumstances, in your environment, and around you. And you will find that as you surround yourself with the divine team, your divine process, that your processes will flow and you will surpass any possibilities you've ever dreamed of surpassing. And I can tell you this of a fact. I am living proof of it. And I want you to reach out if you also want to be a part of this course that I am re-recording, and to be a beta tester of this course and to give me your feedback on it, okay? So once again, this is Dr. Gwen, my friends. Love you guys. I empower lives to live purposefully and passionately. Take care.